Okay, I just learned that hitting the volume button stops the video I'm recording midway through. Let's try this again. Just a small update. I'm in the middle of cleaning the plenum and getting it ready to be painted and whatnot. Um, I just want to give a small nod to this stuff. There was a promotion thing at Walmart, of all places. They don't even sell this stuff, apparently. It's for marine equipment. It's all natural, hurts nothing, cleans everything, blah, blah, blah. Your basic commercial bullshit. But, I just kind of wanted to show it off a little bit. Like, you can see this is what you would expect from the underside. Like, all this crap that's on here. It's caked on there from years of it. Like, that. And this. This side, let me just show you here's the throttle body from the driver's side. Passenger side. Here's the driver's side. I just started cleaning it with this stuff. And this. It works pretty fucking well. It got the silicone on here looking almost brand new, and this is the PCV, so it's always oily. And the interesting thing is, there's numbers under here. 823 of something. I don't have the slightest clue. Because I didn't know there were numbers under there. It looks like it's just 823. But I didn't even see that until I hit it with a dose of this stuff. Yeah, it's just 823. I'm guessing it's a factory mark. Anyway, I was using Simple Green and putting some elbow grease into it, and Simple Green Simple Green works. We all use it. We all know it. But this crap was cutting through stuff that Simple Green was having trouble with. Like, here's the throttle body guide rod, whatever. Look at this side. I just sprayed this on here, and all the gunk, the thick grime, it literally wiped off and even dripped off onto the cardboard. This side here is one that I had been cleaning. So see how shiny that is now compared to what it looked like. Good to know. Or wait a minute, that's not swelling. What is this? Is this gunk? I thought my Z1 silicone was swelling here. Let's hit with a dose of the magic fixes all, does nothing. Okay, literally wiped off. That line's not swelling. Alright. So yeah, this stuff works. In the process of cleaning this, getting it ready to prime, getting it ready to paint. Steel wool and brush in hand. Injectors are sitting over here ready to go. I had wanted to show in the last video that this gasket literally just peeled off in one piece, more or less, which is fucking weird. I've never had that happen with a gasket on the Z before, so that was nice. A small delay on the Z is I've got to order another $180 worth of crap. Valve cover gaskets, other gaskets, fuel line, clamps, more clamps, more silicone lines. One of the things I've neglected on my Z for the past decade is the brake booster line. I literally just slid a silicone hose over it, like one of these but bigger. I just slid it over there and called it a day. Just like, yeah, that'll work. So my brake booster line has leaked for probably 10 plus years, and I just never really bothered. So I'm replacing that. Suddenly all these water lines is really starting to annoy me, so I'm probably going to cut these off or something and make them go away. yeah. So that's that for now. It's probably going to be, as much as I like, probably another couple weeks before I get the Z running again, just because I got to order all this shit. I only have Friday and Saturday off. I don't have time to work on this during the week. I don't have time to work on this on Sunday, because Sunday is normally my I'm past the fuck out day. When you get about 3-4 hours sleep every day and you're working, between 2 jobs, shit sucks. Small things. I'm going to replace the rear cluster. The JDM panel got busted. Something got thrown at the car and the plastic shattered. Because of that, moisture's got behind there and the panel has started to creep out for some reason. I can't really explain that. Probably going to replace these lenses too, because they're also cracking from just age, flex, I don't know. Third brake light probably not going to mess with. The vinyl job was actually decent enough. My wife is wanting me to actually work on the car. She's encouraging it. She wants me to replace the bumper. If you remember, my bumper is split in like 3 different places because of Texas. And then my paint is just, it's fucking shot. I mean, the clear coat's gone here, but it's outright peeling here. Peeling there. Clear coat's gone there. They painted the trim. Clear coat's gone. Clear coat's gone. More. What is particularly amusing is how old this paint actually is and how quickly it's degraded. This was a fly-by-night, a Mako paint job. It was something, because when I got the car, the paint looked like this. This is a 2015 Jeep piece of shit. Anyway, paint looked like that. There wasn't anything wrong with it. And I took care of this car. I washed and waxed it regularly. I even started using the polymer stuff when I noticed that, maybe the normal wax wasn't working. But no, it just continued to degrade. And it got to the point that when I go to wash the car, I would just start getting the base coat off on the rag I'm using to wash the car with. So it's really, really depressing, but I do have plans to paint the car. The whole idea is I want to turn this into a show car and take it to events, and life has kind of put that on hold, but now it's slowly progressing forward again. I'm able to start actually repairing the car and putting money into it. So definitely not a couple months, but hopefully in a couple years I'll get the car to where I want it. If any of you saw the forged GTR at Texas, that is more or less what I'm wanting to do with the Z. Very similar, but I imagine just like them, I'm going to have to do a lot of custom crap to the car, because there's just, some of the stuff's not going to mount to it the way it does on the GTR, especially since I have T-tops and other miscellaneous issues. The rear glass is a particular problem, because when I had the traffic advisor in the rear glass, it would actually obscure a good portion of the rear, and if you put it any lower, it did not actually go out over the trunk. You put it too high, you couldn't see out of the trunk, so that's probably not going to be a thing. I'm trying to just decide on the route. I mean, all in all, it's going to be body work, paint. Yeah, it's going to be close to 6 to 10 grand just in cosmetic crap. Not counting the engine that I wanted to do that I haven't been able to do. I had a built motor I was going to be buying, and due to time constraints and other issues, the shop lost the girdle to the motor, which meant we would have to source a new girdle, have it machined and matched to the crank and the block, and I didn't have time. At the time, I had to have my motor running, so that option was kind of tossed out the window. So at some point, I'll probably rebuild this motor or just get a fully built one. I'm a little attached to the motor. I mean, I've got 250 plus thousand miles on this motor, and it's still going strong. I mean, the last time I dynoed it, it was fine. I've checked the compression. The compression is sound. I mean, I was getting 180 almost every cylinder solid. It was just, what the hell? This engine should be dead. This engine was abused. Why is it still running type thing? So that's plans down the future. But for now, small steps. We're going to get the car actually running again. And just check one thing off as we go. Next thing to do is to get the front upper control arms off the car, send them to Charles at Power Tricks, and get them repaired, replaced, whatever. They're broke, they're stripped, yada, yada, yada. And that's it for now. So, later, guys.